Hello everybody, welcome back to Lori's Boston Found, where thrifted is the new black. My name is Lori, I'm a reseller on Poshmark and eBay. Today I have a what sold video for you. People on my channel have been asking for it for a while. I had a few sales over the weekend. I think I have 14 sales to talk to you about from Friday to Sunday, and that would be September 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2021. Those are the days that I'll be going over. The mail carrier is going to be here really soon, so I am just going to go through the stuff that I've pulled, and then I'm going to ship them, and then I'm going to go back and bring you Saturday and Friday sales. If you're into what sold videos and you have a good time today, feel free to give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel and it's always much appreciated. And subscribe if you want to see more content from me. So as far as sales go yesterday, I haven't pulled this one yet, but I sold this Sea Salt Cornwall Daffodil Larissa shirt in a size 10. I'd never heard of this brand before. I found this at the bins just a couple of weeks ago, and I loved the daffodil print. So anytime that I can find something with cool graphics on it, that I think will appeal to somebody that's kind of like a specific pattern or just something fun. I like animal graphics, whatnot. I'll grab it. So I looked up this brand, and it is a brand out of the UK. One I was not familiar with, but a lot of people commented on it when I shared it in my video, and stuff is pretty expensive on the retail market. This ended up selling for $28. I think I may have listed it for $35 or $38, and that came in on an offer. Poshmark took $5.60. I was left with $22.40. This was a pretty lightweight shirt. It probably cost about $1.40. My bins are $1.49 per pound, so that was a really good profit. Oh, I wanted to start out with this shirt. My goodness, this shirt, there was such a buzz over this. I showed this shirt last week in a haul from Savers, my very last video, and I talked about how disappointed I was because when I got home, I noticed that there had been some stitching done right here. And so I said in my video, if somebody's interested, just message me and name your price. As long as I don't lose money, I'll sell it to you, because I just didn't want to sell it. But it's a really cool shirt. You guys, I got so many messages, but Susan was the first one to message me. She offered me $20, which I thought was very generous. So for $23, I'm shipping that. She actually lives in Massachusetts. It should ship first class today. And you know, the profit will be about $16, $17 after shipping, maybe a little bit more. So thank you, Susan. And thank you to everybody who messaged me. It made me think maybe I should do live sales, because it just created a lot of excitement. It is a really good shirt. So anyways, that is off to a new owner. This is a grandpa sweater that I've had for a while. The brand is Concrete. And it's just one of these, you know, good old fashioned grandpa sweaters. I have mixed reviews on how I do with these sweaters. I don't know if I just priced them too high or what, but this ended up selling on an offer. I had this priced, I believe, at $38, and I offered 30% off. So it was $26 less $5.20 Poshmark fees, and then $1.50 shipping discount. My earnings were $19.30. I estimate that I paid about $5 for this, so I almost tripled my money. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more on that, but I've had it for a while, so I was just sending out the offers. This is another item that I picked up recently at the Goodwill outlet. It is a Camelback hydro pack. Usually they have like little packs in here, and there's a straw that comes out and you can stay hydrated while you're hiking. This did not have the hydro pack in it, which I kind of think is a good thing, because I don't know if I want to use somebody else's straw. I put this right in the wash and cleaned it, and it was still in really good shape. So I listed it for $25 and it ended up selling for $20. Just not sure if I sent offers out. No, this was an offer that came to me. So a $20 offer, Poshmark fees were $4. I was left with $16, and I spent about $1.50 on that. This is a Bowden dress or tunic. I think it could be either. I titled it Bowden Floral Pattern Tunic Dress. And this, again, somebody sent me an offer for $28. I think this I also had listed at $38. I ended up making $22.40. So my earnings on this after fees but before cost of goods was $22.40. All right, next up is this J. Crew cardigan, which I also featured in my Savers haul. I don't think this went to a viewer. I had it priced at $79 and I received an offer for, $65. So I had another one of these that sold recently for $63. It was camel, same thing. It is the J. Crew Sophie open front sweater blazer in khaki. So Poshmark fees were $13. I was left with $52. If you recall, if you saw this video, I did pay, it was $14.99 less 30%. So I paid $11 for this, and my earnings were $52, so I profited $41. I absolutely love picking up these J. Crew sweater blazers. I have one left in my closet, and I believe it's gray and an extra small if anybody's interested. The big winner for the weekend was this beautiful, beautiful Marc Jacobs handbag. I bought this back in April when my friend Hope was visiting. I picked this up at a local consignment store outside of Boston. And I believe I paid about $45, but this was one of those days where I was buying a lot and the woman at the register kind of just gave me a number at the end, and I think she very much undercharged me for some pieces. But I had this priced in the $250 range, and then I sent out offers on it. This is the Marc Jacobs black leather double strap zip tote. I sent out an offer for $174. Poshmark took $34.80. My shipping discount was $150. I was left with $137.70. And you know, I think it was priced at $45, but I definitely didn't pay that much. My guess is I profited about $100 on this. We'll say I paid about $37 for this, because at the same time I also bought a Stuart Weitzman bag that also sold for a really high price. So I can't remember the exact number that she charged me, but the Stuart Weitzman bag sold for $260. And this bag sold for $174. The Stuart Weitzman was not this weekend. $174 plus $260. So $434 in sales on these two items. This is a really good return. This bag is just stunning. And it is like new. It has a double zip. It still had the paper inside. It still has the dust bag. This is, I would say, new without tag. It's got feet on it, just an absolutely stunning bag. What's nice about this weekend of sales is that I had some items like this that went for good money, $174, the J. Crew blazer that sold for $65, but then I had a couple items that were like $15, $17. So I think this weekend was a good illustration of the range of my sales. I am not just high-end, I am not just bread and butter or just bins. I am all over the map, and I think this weekend was a really good showing of that. So as we go through the sales, you'll see what I mean. I'm gonna pause right here, package these all up and try to get them on my front porch before my mail carrier arrives, and then I will come back and I will review the rest of the sales. Be right back. Do you guys ever send in Amazon boxes? I do all the time for eBay, but I really don't love doing it for Poshmark, especially on like high-end sales. And this is the only box I had that would fit my Marc Jacobs bag. So would you be disappointed if your $174 bag came in a recycled Amazon box? I really wouldn't, personally. I don't care, but it's the only box I have and I want to get this out. So it probably would have fit a large priority box, not a flat rate. The flat rate was too small. But all right, I grabbed a few more pieces. These camo kind of lower rise jeans by Buffalo pants I picked up at the Goodwill outlet in New Hampshire, I believe. I was with my girlfriend Kim and she brought them over to me and I was like, I'm not sure about those. I liked them except for the fact that they were a low rise, but they ended up selling for $18. So, you know, if I'm buying stuff at the bins and I can grab $18 on a sale, I'm totally good with that. I think I might have had these listed at 28 or something like that. But you know, sometimes you get lucky and you sell these things for a little bit more. So they sent me an offer for $18. My Poshmark fee was $3.60, so I profited $14.40 on these. And again, I probably paid about $1.50, maybe $2, because those are a little bit heavier. Next up is this beautiful new with tag Chico's Water Blocks Camilla poncho. This was really pretty. I've had it for a decent amount of time. I had it listed for $50 and I sent out an offer for 30% off with discounted shipping, which made it $35. And my shipping discount was $2.46, so I must have sent out the $4.99 discounted shipping. So my earnings were $25.50. This was about a $5 or $6 pickup, so not bad. I don't know if it's the influx of all the J.Jill and Talbots to my closet since the estate sale, but I feel like I've been moving a lot of those mature brands. Chico's, Talbots, J.Jill, that type of brand seems to be doing pretty well in my closet. All right, this is a Chaser brand t-shirt. It's a David Bowie band tee. I paid $6 or $7 for this new with tag at TJ Maxx during one of their yellow tag clearance. Chaser is a brand that's kind of touch and go for me. It has to be a really fun graphic for me to pick it up. This ended up selling for $26. It was an offer that I sent out. My Poshmark fee was $5.20. My shipping discount was $1.50. I was left with $19.30. So this wasn't a huge profit, but I did more than double my money. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Joanna who purchased for me. She left me a really nice message. So thank you so much for your purchase, Joanna. All right, I just ran downstairs and grabbed one more thing. I keep piecemealing this together. This was a beret, a vintage beret made in France, made out of wool, that I sold for $29. I had it listed for $50. Sometimes it's really hard to price vintage stuff. And I was going off some sold comps. And I was also going off the fact that I really thought this was a unique color for fall. There was nothing like this out there. Anyways, I listed it for $50. I received an offer for $20 yesterday. I had a fair amount of likes and I had sent probably up to 30% off on this. I countered with 35 or 32, something like that. And then they countered at $29. So if somebody sends me a lower offer and I counter and they only come up $1 or $2, sometimes I'll just decline and move on because I feel like I'm very generous. Like I'll give 20% off a lot right off the bat. And in this case, I think I was as low as below 30%, maybe 35%. If they offered me 20, I came back and took like almost $20 off my price and then they only came up $2. I would just decline at that point because I feel like I shouldn't be the one that has to do all of the bending. But in this case, this person came up $9. So she went from $20 to $29 and that I did accept. And again, it's hard to price these things that are vintage. So my average cost at this vintage sale was between $1 and $2. Poshmark took $5.80 for a fee. My earnings were $23.20. So I made a little over $21 on this vintage beret. And I'm so excited to send it to its new home. When I package things up, everybody gets a thank you sticker. I do have some personalized ones, but I did a big order of my branded thank you stickers last Black Friday on Vistaprint, and I'm kind of rationing them out until Black Friday again. I can't believe it's almost been a year. But anyways, everybody gets a thank you sticker and they get my little business card that has all of my contact info. For the most part, I use Tyvek envelopes from the USPS. But when I have smaller things, t-shirts, I use these poly mailers that are listed in my Amazon store if you're interested. I have a link to my Amazon store below, but I've kind of resigned to just these two patterns. I like the gingham and I like the soft pink blush. I think I'm going to put this one in the gingham package. I feel like it's more fall looking. I've definitely become a fan of free packaging as the years have gone on. As nice as it is to also have some fancy packaging, this is what I like. And then I just wrote like Bowie on the back of this, so I knew it was my David Bowie t-shirt. My in-laws just got here. Shay is bringing my father-in-law and mother-in-law to a checkup in Boston for my father-in-law who had a stroke a couple years ago. I'll be right back. Okay, I managed to get about 12 packages out the door, say hello to my in-laws, get the dog settled, and I'm back. I actually just have one more sale to share with you, and it is a J.Jill cardigan sweater. Once again, those mature brands are showing up. This is a J.Jill gray floral knit cardigan sweater. It was new with tag. I bought it the same day that I picked up the J. Crew cardigan sweater. And it had a price tag of $11.99 on it. So after my 30% discount that day at Savers, I got this sweater for $8.40. I had it listed for $55 and I received a $40 offer. It was a really quick turnaround. I was tempted to counter, but I had a few slower days earlier in the week. So by the time the weekend came around, I really just wanted to boost my volume and get some things out the door. So I accepted the $40 offer. Poshmark fees were $8. I was left with $32. So I was left with $23 and change. So that was a great turnaround on an item that I had just purchased. That wraps up all of the items that I got over the weekend. I'm going to show you a couple bonus pieces and then we will talk about numbers on the weekend. One of the sales that I made that was pretty good earlier in the week was a pair of hunting boots from LL Bean. Well, they looked like the wellies on the bottom, but then they had like a leather shaft going up. And those sold for full price for $99. I paid $5 for those. I've had them for a while. I did receive a $50 offer on them on eBay at one point, and I think I countered at $65. It wasn't like a huge counter, like I didn't really go up on the price by too much, but they did not accept the $65 offer that I countered with. And I remember feeling a little discouraged, like maybe I should have just taken the 50 because I only paid $5 for them, but I knew they were worth a little bit more. It was the dead of summer when I got that offer. So here we are, fall is upon us and they sold for full price. So that was one where I was happy that I waited. Another item that sold earlier in the week, not counting towards my weekend numbers, was this Free People Kiss Kiss embroidered lace tunic. This was a full price sale for $85. This was new with tag. I've had this for some time, paid like $8 for this. And then Poshmark took $17. I was left with $68, so my profit was about $60 on this. I wanted to share that because, you know, Free People is definitely one of my favorite brands to sell, and this was just beautiful, and it was new with tag. I listed that Free People item on May 17th, 2021, so it took 120 days to sell, but it sold for full price, so that was pretty exciting. And then what else can I share? I sold a Target brand Stars Above floral nightshirt for $17 earlier in the week. Some LL Bean linen pants for $15. Both of those items were purchased at the bins, which is great, and I haven't had them very long. So I've been learning that on brands that I feel aren't brands that really excite me, even though they're good bread and butter brands, sometimes I'll price them just a little on the lower side, and then they just move really quickly, and it helps me get those things out the door. And I like offering things in my closet that are friendly for every budget. And so I do enjoy putting items in there from the bins, from Target sometimes, that are a little lower end. They're not the things that I'm hunting for when I'm at normal thrift stores, but at the bins, I will definitely pick things up on style in that respect. All right, so let's look over our numbers for the entire weekend. On Poshmark, I did $489 in sales. It was for 12 items, not 14. And then I did one direct sale for $19 because when I shipped it, it cost $4 to ship. So she paid $23 on PayPal and $4 was shipping. So I'm calling that $19. So in total, I made $508 in sales over the weekend, not my profit, not my cost of goods, $508 in sales. My average selling price was $42.33, which was way skewed because of the one bag that sold for $174. Because in reality, 7, or actually 8, if you include my direct sale, 8 out of the 12 items, the great majority, so 75% of my items were under $30 sales. I had an $18 sale with those buffalo camo pants, $20 on the camelback backpack, a lot of like the bread and butter stuff that just kind of added up. And then I had a few good sales, like the J. Crew blazer was $65, the bag was $174. So it's nice to have those big sales in there with your bread and butter sales to bring your ASP up a little bit. So with $508 in sales, if you take 20% off of that, it's $101. That's just in fees to the platform, which would bring me down to like $407, and then you have my cost of goods. Not bad for weekend sales. I would say that the past week has been a little bit slow. I did run a sale at the beginning of the month. It is a BOGO sale that I like to run every once in a while, and it was just through Instagram. That was the only place that I advertised for it. But that was over $1,100 in sales in like 48 hours, which really helped boost my numbers for the month. In this month of September 2021. So far this month, I have sold 111 units on Poshmark. That doesn't include my eBay sales, which are a fraction of Poshmark. I'm really trying to not be so greedy and nickel and dime on offers that come in. I mean, I'm not afraid to say no or counter or decline an offer, but at the same time, I'm really just trying to move things. And I think the more you accept offers, the more you list, the more you send offers out and get the juices flowing on your platform, I think the more business will come your way. So that's what I did this weekend. So far, it's Monday morning. I don't have any sales yet today. I'm curious if any of these sales surprised you. A lot of bread and butter stuff. I have like Bowden in there, J. Crew. I have a little bit of vintage. A new brand, which was the Sea Salt Cornwall Daffodil shirt. That was a new brand to me. A little bit of RA with the Chaser David Bowie t-shirt that sold. Some bins purchases, and then some buy-sell trade stores where I got the Marc Jacobs bag, which is a little bit of a higher end piece. And then some just basic thrift store finds. So I liked this what sold video because I felt like it gave you a variety of what tends to sell for me. And yeah, I will come back with another what sold video in the near future. And I appreciate everybody watching. I hope your sales are going great on whatever platform you're selling on. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and have the best day. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I love you, and I'll be back real soon.